Hello everyone and welcome to the Bushcraft channel. Okay, so the Finnish Puukko. This isn't about this knife, but I've had a question from Ollie, one of my loyal subscribers who's been watching and commenting for a long time, about the more traditional manufacturers of Finnish Puukkos. So yeah, I mean, this is quite traditional, but as if you want something really traditional with a bit of heritage, the first manufacturer that comes to my mind, is Iisakki Järvenpää, and I've got 4 knives in my collection made by Järvenpää. All of them I've obtained second hand. This is the one that's still in production. I'll show you all of them. But you might also want to have a look at the Tommi knives. So kainun Puukko would be one company you could look at. But traditional Finnish knives, to my mind, there's nothing more traditional and Finnish than something made by Iisakki Järvenpää. So they've been in production since the late 19th century. Iisakki Järvenpää was a knife maker and bladesmith, and he was producing stuff in the 1880s. So they've got very, very long heritage, and yeah, let's have a closer look. Let's turn the camera around. So this is one that you see quite a lot here in Finland. So quite typical sheath in that it's stitched up both sides with rivets at the top, and this kind of a sheath system, which isn't exactly the strongest. And here we have very plain blade, very plain handle, nice grip. I think as if you had big hands, that this might actually be a little on the small side. Yeah, and this is one here that you might have seen in some of my older videos. So Järvenpää like to have little bits of metal on the outside of the sheath. I have cleaned this up a little bit. Could do with cleaning up a little bit more. Slightly stronger belt attachment with this one. So stacked birch bark with a bit of wood on the top, and a ferrule, and a fuller. And with the Järvenpää knives, you can usually see Järvenpää etched into the fuller here. So really, really high grind. The old-fashioned rhomboid shape, so thinner towards the top, and almost like a tanto shape. So this one and this one are from the mid 20th century. This is a really nice one. So yeah, dangler sheath, really nice handle. This as well you may have seen on one of my videos. Okay, so this is one that's still in production. This is the Huuto. So there are some still available that still have the fullers, but now the more modern ones, they're generally just a flat blade with a high Scandi grind. So the ferrules, the fittings, all the metalwork, they do themselves. I believe they make the blades themselves. And all of the wood, the birch bark is all sourced in Finland. And yeah, they're generally very nicely made. Let's have a little bit more of a look of this sheath. So all made in Kauhava. Somewhere with a very, very long tradition of knife making. Yeah, that's really nicely finished, I think. But yeah, traditional Finnish knives, I think of Järvenpää. Also, I think of Tommi puukkos. I'll put a link to the Järvenpää website, but also to kainun Puukko, which is the main manufacturer nowadays of the Tommi. I wish I had one of those to show you. I've wanted one for a long time, but they're a little bit expensive, so I haven't bought one yet. I have been looking around for a second-hand one. I buy most of my second-hand puukkos from a website called Huuto, which is basically, it's just like eBay. I'll put a link to Huuto as well, but you might find that shipping outside of Finland might be a little bit of a problem, but you can actually contact the seller and ask about that. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. And as if you think of any traditional Finnish knife manufacturers that are, you know, producing very, very old school traditional Finnish knives. I didn't mention the horse's head. Järvenpää were famous for putting horses' heads on the end of their knives, and yeah, they started quite a big thing. You now get quite a lot of knives with horses' heads, bear heads, fishers' heads, and that started with the Järvenpää. But yeah, please give us a thumbs up, drop us a comment, let me know as if there's anything that I've missed, and I'll see you all again soon for another Kuukkeli Bushcraft video. Bye for now.